This is a special topofthecircle.com video log for the 16th of December 2015. Dear Abby, today you are going to play your 255th and final soccer match for the United States of America as part of the victory tour for the 2015 Women's World Cup team. This last game is the end of a journey which started back in Florida, but it also had a significant stop in Washington, D.C. For as much as you've worn the red, white, and blue, and black, and gold, and pink, and sometimes lime green of the United States, it's this red, white, and blue that I will always remember you for, playing for the Washington Freedom of the WUSA, wearing this color blue and the number 28 very proudly. For it was an interesting and transformative time in women's soccer when you came on the scene as a first-round draft pick of the Freedom, because back in those days, the 20 members of the Women's World Cup team of 1999 had a special significant class difference from everybody else in the rest of the league. All those players got paid at a different pay level, and they also got to be introduced last as a league founding player, no matter how much they played during the 1990 World Cup or whether they were even playing as much as some of the others. You were the first player to be able to use the WUSA to break yourself into the women's national team lineup and become an absolute superstar. You helped the Freedom win a WUSA championship in 2003, helping to score one of the last golden goals ever scored in a FIFA competition. But after the whole thing when it came to the WUSA's dissolution, there was also a question about whether you might be able to make the women's national team. What has happened, especially in 2003, though, you came on the scene with such a ferocity that the FIFA Technical Committee actually had to write a special section on the physicality of women's football because the game was starting to change right when you started coming in. It was becoming a very physical game with a lot of headers and with a lot of different... the ball, instead of being played on the ground and being a more technical sport, it was one where physicality would be able to rule the day. The newspapers really caught on to this, and they were giving you quite a lot of hyperbole in terms of how well you were playing, until you ran up against Germany in that semifinal in Portland in 2003. Since then, you've scored a world number record of goals, won gold medals in 2004 and 2012, and you were able to get the U.S. to the precipice of World Cup success on more than one occasion. There was, however, of course, the matter of not being able to win a World Cup, which was the stated goal of the 2015 campaign. And what was great about everything that happened in the year of 2050 was not just the fact that you helped win a World Cup for the United States, but you also became a cultural talisman and an inspirational figure, not just in soccer, but in other communities in the U.S. Your dignity and your willingness to embrace yourself as a gay rights figure really fit into all the things that were happening culturally in the U.S. in 2015, including the fact that my college classmate, Roberta Kaplan, was the key legal figure in the breakdown of the Defense of Marriage Act before the Supreme Court in 2015, legalizing gay marriage across the United States. It's gotten to the point where now nobody thinks anything about gay people getting married or doing anything else within the American society anymore. So, what's next for you? You have mentioned that you would like to do a little bit more work on equality in terms of pay, in terms of sponsorship, and also to become an activist for other things, which is great. I do hope that you do take some time to also perhaps do a little bit more when it comes to concussions and head injuries. I know you have had some problems in the past, and I'd like to be able to see you become a much more vocal figure, but not just in the context of prevention of concussions or awareness of concussions, but also in perhaps sweeping away some of the pseudoscience that has tried to make people put helmets on various athletes, especially female athletes, while not asking male athletes in the same sports to do the same thing. Abby, you've had a great career. Rest easy, and we'll see you on down the road. Be well.